Vinay, what I am pointing out to you is that which is named or that which is called by the English word consciousness is there everywhere in this planet Earth. It's not a new idea. A lot of people say this in some different languages. What I am telling is out of my own experience. So, this consciousness is not the same way that mahogany tree is consciousness. The bird is conscious, that butterfly there, that is consciousness, this dog is conscious about that thing. There are so many invisible insects. There's a butterfly now. They are all conscious. In this blade of grass is conscious. Even a particle, even a stone also has that. But that consciousness is maybe considered a little lesser or no consciousness by this human kind of consciousness. This human kind of consciousness is about other human beings, life experiences, emotions, one's activities, one's desires, wants, needs, motivations, etc., 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 feelings, etc. Like right now, you are conscious that you are sitting there and talking to me. You are conscious that there is sunlight there are the trees, there is the mountain. The dog is lying nearby. There is another dog there. Your car is there. Yeah, you have a new car. All right. So, all these things, that's a reflector which reflects all these things. A similar reflector is there in every cat and dog. Okay, that also many people may agree. Okay. I am saying that consciousness, that level of an energy field is there with the mountains and the birds and the trees and the so-called idols in the temple, where consciousness is extra attributed by so-called pujas and homams and all those things. Okay. So you have to, in the coming years, try your best to be that light like a flying feather, so that you will come near that margin of understanding that this is the same kind of material which is present in every other entity also. Now, the next point which we started our discussion is that what aspect of consciousness, that piece of consciousness that is with you, as a piece of consciousness, which differentiates to you about yourself. Am I talking it clear?
Differentiating me from others
Or?
me from kind of myself?
No. Yeah. You are now very clear about your physical identity.
Yes.
Okay, that is because of your experience from childhood onwards. You have seen your body, you feel your body, you touch your body, pin can pick your body, etc., etc., etc. Okay, that is the physical you.
Yes.
But what in you is convinced that this physical you is an integral part of that consciousness? Or how come this huge sea of consciousness got so-called bottled up in this body? That is the question. It got gradually bottled up. In an infant, it was not so.
Okay.
The mother is touching you, calling you, touching you organically, calling you, kissing you, feeding you, etc., etc., then talking to you, sounding to you. You hear your own sound, and thereby, that's what I told you yesterday. Your foundation is beginning with the founding pillar of you is the sound that infant you created and that very infant heard as its own. not in that language. It did not have that language. But that creature spirit in that baby will give the awareness, if you talk in English language, that this generated that sound. Let us say so in language. That's why babies constantly make, even if there is nobody, it will go on making sounds. It is enjoying its own sounds actually. Okay. By that foundation only, that entity or that energy field which is governing in that creature is getting linkaged with that so-called thing which can be otherwise called self. No, you get convinced about a certain thing, I am not
Yes,
talking
yes.
about the philosophical conviction.
Okay.
Personally, now you are very convinced that you are sitting there right now.
Yes.
What in you is getting convinced? That is my question. Or what is the finality? Like the Supreme Court judge's final verdict is the final. Nobody can question it. Similarly, what is that Supreme Court judge aspect inside you which is giving you such a finality about whatever you are undergoing at any point of time? That's what I am searching for now.